Hi Scorpio, welcome or welcome back to my channel. I'm doing your monthly love reading for April. I've already pulled the oracle card, so we'll get straight into it. So the first oracle card you got is Chop Wood. So this card is basically about, sometimes in a relationship, things can get a little bit boring. There's not that much kind of spark or romance or something happening. It's not that it's like lacking love or lacking the passion or anything like that. It's just that sometimes, work gets in the way, or the daily tasks that need to be get done are more important right now. So it's just about just being. And sometimes just being takes a lot of work. So it could just be, cleaning the house together, or it could be that you guys need to kind of go fill out that paperwork or that administration that you've been putting off, or, like those little tasks in some way. Doesn't mean that there's a lack of love or anything like that. It just means that right now you guys have more to focus on than just the relationship or just the partnership. We have disseminating moon, and it says take time to breathe out. And with this card, it does talk about, from a relationship sense, that if you are ending some sort of cycle with a person, either like leaving some form of relationship behind, or if you are just leaving some way of being, some sort of change within the relationship, it is about, before you move on to the next goal in this relationship, or even like a new relationship altogether, you do need to take the time to kind of just chill and kind of like review where you're at. And then once you're at that place where you're kind of back to where you need to be, then go on. So it's about not jumping from one way of being straight into another way of being with your person, or from one relationship straight into another. We have Dog Spirit here, and it says be loyal to what you love. And this card is about basically that. It's like, things can change around you, like jobs and priorities and things to do on the list and all of that stuff. But who you love is someone that you are going to have the commitment with them no matter what. Whether even if things are a little bit boring, you're still going to be loyal to them and love them no matter what. So I'm doing things a little bit differently this time, Scorpio, so you can let me know in the comments which way you prefer. Oh, let's see, what does the tarot say that you need to know, Scorpio? Okay, for April. Okay, so we have the Nine of Swords, Seven of Wands, King of Swords, gonna have to move that up a little bit, Ten of Pentacles, Ten of Wands, Nine of Pentacles, the Wheel of Fortune, and Justice. Bottom of the deck, we have the Emperor, the Fool, and the Knight of Wands. Okay, so for a lot of you, I feel like things that you don't see coming, or things that are happening, in the 5D world, let's say, is that maybe there's some sort of new beginning or new path that you and your person are going on. And what that's bringing in is maybe a higher, like a leveling up of some sort. Maybe before there was some sort of non-committal energy, and now with this new beginning, there is going to be a healed divine masculine in some way. It could be that you take a new beginning altogether from this, from a previous relationship. You're now on this new path, and while you're on this new path, you kind of unexpectedly meet someone who maybe you're thinking, okay, I'm not ready to commit right now, but maybe there are someone who is definitely worth committing to in some way, and you're needing to kind of just breathe out before you move on to this. It's about doing the daily tasks. If you are in a partnership and you guys are together, then it could be, like I said, maybe more focus on things that need to be done at the moment. A lot of action going on, a lot of movement, possibly even travel with those two cards being there. And maybe you could be someone who kind of likes to be more secure and stable, rather than kind of all over the place. And maybe that is what's happening for you. Maybe that's why you need to breathe before you move on to the next task. We have the Nine of Swords here as the situation between you and your person. Like I said, this could be a very stressful time for you. There could be a lot of anxiety. It could have to do with the relationship. Otherwise, it could just have to be with, in general, that there's a lot of fear at the moment or anxious thoughts with the things that you guys are dealing with. And whatever this is, it could be causing some sort of sleepless nights and possibly even depression. With your next actions towards your person, I feel like you feeling like you need to stand up for yourself in some way, and you need to defend your position. You could be feeling like, you know, like in some way, you could also be feeling like you need to defend your partnership in some way to external factors. But I feel like this is the way, if this is the way that you're viewing the relationship, you could also be viewing your person this month as being very defensive in some way. They are viewing the relationship as the King of Swords. Maybe like there's a lot of analyzing going on, or there needs to be some form of kind of clear communication between the two of you guys. It could also just be, you know, looking at the relationship from a very logical standpoint at the moment. Like I said, maybe there's just too much going on externally, that there's not enough time for like romance and passion and all of that stuff. We have the Ten of Pentacles here, and obviously, sorry, for Scorpio, it is very much like passion and romance is a big thing for Scorpios. But with the Ten of Pentacles, this is how you feel about your person in April. So you see them as someone maybe who is the provider, someone who's very stable, someone who's very committed to you, or committed to possibly even their work, but they're a very stable person, and you feel like you want commitment with them. You want to either be married to them or just be in like some form of commitment and stability with your person. You want you don't just want the love, you would prefer to have like the family, the tasks that need to get done. It's about having a life together, building a stable life together. With the Ten of Wands being their feelings for you this month in April, they could be feeling a little bit burdened by something in the relationship. Maybe they are the provider and they kind of feel like, you know, that they're at burnout and they just need to take some time to breathe out, or like there's too many tasks to do in some way. But they are just feeling, when they are feeling for you in April, they are feeling like they've got a lot on their plate at the moment, and that they are a bit exhausted in some way. Maybe that's it. Maybe you're wanting you know, more love and romance in this connection, and they're feeling like, oh my god, I just don't have the time for that right now. I've just got too much on my plate. We have the Nine of Pentacles here, so this is your next actions towards them. You could be kind of maybe trying to be a little bit more independent, maybe get to a point where you are financially independent in some way, or you're wanting to maybe have a little bit more fun with your person. And this could also speak about independence in general, so you might want to kind of show them that you can look after yourself and you don't need no man. But it's not only like men or whatever, like it's just that this is a very feminine card in some way, so take that how that resonates. But like I said, you're in the position where you want to have fun with them and enjoy all the hard work that you guys have put into this relationship, but they might be feeling like overburdened at this time with all the tasks, and you feel like, well, we've gotten all the tasks done, now it's time to have fun. Then we have the Wheel of Fortune as their next actions towards you in April. So they could be wanting some sort of change, a positive change generally, but some sort of change. They want the wheel to turn in their favor. They do see you as someone who is a divine connection and a soulmate of some sort. So they do want to have you in their life, but they might want to change the version of this relationship. And maybe they're thinking like their next actions is like they're not actually going to take any action. They're going to be like, okay, whatever the universe is going to give me, that's what we're going to do. And then the outcome for the two of you is justice. So this is about having balance between the two of you in April. It's equal give and take. It is, you know, reciprocal energies towards each other and like being treated very fairly. So let's get some clarifiers for Scorpio. So what does Scorpio need to know in April? Okay, so clarifying the Nine of Swords is the Five of Pentacles. There could be stress over some sort of financial issues at the moment. Otherwise, there's maybe some sort of stress because you feel left out in the cold in some way. Maybe that's what's happening here, is that like I said, that they don't have the time for romance or whatever, and that's stressing you out, and now you feel kind of left out in the cold. But this can also represent financial difficulties or struggling to ask for help in some way. Maybe they feel like they're doing all the daily tasks and they can't ask you for help. Seven of Wands, we have the Three of Wands clarifying that. So with how you're viewing the relationship, you could be feeling like you need to wait in some way. Maybe that you have to wait until everything's done before you guys can actually plan your next move or travel in some way. But you are being very vigilant and kind of just watching them and seeing what happens here. We have the Six of Pentacles clarifying the King of Swords. So how they're viewing the relationship is that they're viewing like maybe that they're thinking logically about how there can be some sort of balance between the two of you. How maybe that they may be analyzing how can they ask for help from you because they are feeling overburdened. Can there be this equal give and take? Can we both bring everything that we have to the table here and sort this out? We have the Ten of Pentacles with the High Priestess. So with how you feel about them is that you feel like there is a definitely like a divine connection between the two of you, like it's a very spiritual connection of in some way, and that you know in your intuition that this person is someone who you want to be with. Like there's no doubt about that. Ten of Wands, we have the Ten of Cups clarifying that. So yeah, they do want happiness with you. They want this stability in this family and love and happiness for the both of you. But maybe they're just feeling a little bit overburdened right now by the connection. We have the Nine of Pentacles and the Hermit. So you could be like taking a step back, like I said, spending some time alone, being independent in some way. You could also be healing yourself or shining the light on them to heal whatever this issue is between the two of you, or you might be wanting to heal the issues between you two to have a good time, or like go back to enjoying yourselves together. With the Wheel, we have Death. Yeah, they definitely want to end something, end some sort of cycle in this connection and change it, transform the relationship in some way. And then with Justice being there, we have the Two of Swords. So maybe before, where there was some sort of indecision or feeling stuck in some way, maybe you guys have been able to kind of get out of the stuck energy and come to a conclusion where out of some sort of stalemate where you guys can have this equal give and take between each other and have fairness. And overall at the bottom of the deck we have the Star. So heal this connection and also be optimistic and positive. So, and if this is a person that you've left in the past or whatever, it could be that this is happening for how you're feeling now, but what's coming in is some sort of change within the connection, or maybe someone else who is going to give you some sort of balance in some way, whereas before you weren't receiving that. And this could be that new person. So let's see, what is the advice that Scorpio needs for April in their love life, please? So we have the Five of Pentacles again, Six of Cups, and Judgment. So I feel like this is about you needing to look on the bright side. If you are having any sort of lack mentality or negative thoughts about your relationship, about your connection in some way, you do need to kind of get out of this lack mentality and realize that it is okay to ask for help, whether that's from your person or people around you, but also about maybe if there's any sort of lack of finances in some way, it is about just kind of holding back on the spending for now and just making sure that you can get to this point where you can get into the growth again. Maybe it's about just doing the daily tasks and focusing on those at the moment. Then we have the Six of Pentacles. So sorry, Six of Pentacles, Six of Cups here. So this could be about maybe needing to have a bit of like take a childlike approach to the situation. You might need to also heal some sort of childhood wounds within yourself. And maybe they would need to as well to kind of heal this connection in some way. This is about reconciliation as well. So if this is a person from your past, it could be that that's happening and you might need to kind of heal something from the past in order to do that. But it is about looking at past memories and having fond memories together. Maybe you want to create new memories that you will look back in the past and be happy about. We have the Judgment card here. So this is also about kind of like listening to that inner calling. If there's any sort of realizations or epiphanies that are coming to you now, it's about kind of like opening yourself up to those messages and listening to spirit to see what is the path for you here. What do you need to do? So let's get some romance angels for you, Scorpio. So what does Scorpio need to know in April for their love life? Okay. So we have trust. The situation is calling for you to have faith. So you might need to trust your person. Maybe there's a lack of trust in some way, and that's maybe what's causing this. Otherwise, it could be that you need to trust the universe and understand that this is all happening for a reason. And then we have free yourself at the bottom of the deck. So it's time to take back control of your life. You could be needing to free yourself from any sort of issues, like I said, that might be happening, or stresses in some way. Or you could need to free yourself from this connection. Obviously, only you know what you should do, and not what you hope to do. What is your intuition telling you that you should do? Okay, so let's see messages from a person. What would Scorpio's person, that cards always have to fall down. So what would Scorpio's person say if they weren't holding anything back? They have, I will wait for a sign from you. We have, I couldn't let you get close to me. Let's get one more. Okay. We have, I don't react when people mention you. So obviously those are usually for people in separation. I do want to get more messages from your person cards, just because I feel like these ones are sometimes a little bit toxic, but no offense to the creators, but most of them are very much separation rather than, you know, general messages in some way. So I hope that resonated, Scorpio. If it did, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you want to see more, and I'll see you guys again next week for the general messages, or next month for the love reading. Take care.